everybody. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Better late than never.
This is just a regular drink. I was expecting you to get me back for the kale mint julep that I made you last week.
I didn't have time to plot a revenge drink. I was going to make something with radishes or something, but
That's right. I was expecting like a tuna tarragontini or something. That could work. A tuna tarragontini.
When you least expect it, maybe.
The tuna.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So thank you for joining us. Happy Friday. And if you're here, please let us know in the comments what part of San Diego you're from and what you're up to this weekend.
Or what part of the world you're from, because this is a worldwide platform.
Or whatever else. Just,
Anything you want to say.
Yes.
Say some stuff.
Say some stuff to us.
Yes.
All right, let's do a market minute where you will talk about the market for 1 minute.
Sure.
But not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Hang on, let me do this and turn on the timer, and you're ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so this is a month-over-month overview because the February numbers were released this week, and new listings from January to February were down 9.1%, pending sales up 4.5%, so that's not helping the inventory situation. Closed sales up 23.7%. Days on the market are down, indicating further a strong seller's market. And median price from January to February was up 6.3%. We have a new record high median price for a single family home in San Diego. Was it $1,050,000 something?
You're putting me on the spot there. It might have been $1,042,000.
Yeah,
43.
It was $1,042,000 or 43.
Yeah.
The previous high was $1,015,000 achieved in April of 2022. So we have now surpassed that and still going.
Crazy. All right, time's up. I'm sorry I was making a face for part of that. I was thinking about drinking a drink made of tuna and tarragon and not about the real estate market.
Tuna tarragontini. I hope the viewers are enjoying our new microphones.
Oh yeah, we have new microphones. They're wireless, so you don't have to watch us get our cords tangled up while we argue about the cords anymore.
Yes, and they sound a little better too. The sound is
so.
a bit richer. You can hear the depth of the voices.
All right, let's talk about some weekend events. Now, Legoland is having
Talk about the microphone. So
Okay.
just kidding. Sorry.
Do you want to hear us talk about microphones more, or should we move on to weekend events?
Move on.
Let's move on. So Legoland, they have this new Dino World. It's not, Dino Valley. It's not open yet, but it's going to be soon. And in honor of this new themed land and Legoland's 25th birthday, Legoland is only 25? I thought it had been here like forever.
I figured.
Okay.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, that's a surprise. But so they're trying to set a world record with the largest gathering of dinosaurs. And I'm going to let these folks on the news tell it because I'm sure they'll tell it better than I would.
Yes.
We need to get wireless ones of these next so we can.
We have wireless ones.
Well,
of
maybe
these.
next
it's
week
just kind of a.
We'll level up with that.
Okay,
here we
bit of
go.
a pain.
Let's
Okay.
find out what's going on at Legoland. Oh, why can't we hear?
Because the desktop audio doesn't appear to be doing anything.
No, it sure doesn't. Who broke the desktop audio?
I did not.
I didn't say you did it. I said who did it.
Oh.
All right. Well,
what-
that's too bad. But I guess we have captions.
Well, should we mess with it live on the air?
Yeah, sure. You fix it.
Well, I don't know if I can.
No,
fix it.
you'll fix it.
Well, okay. First,
You'll
let's
watch
see.
these dinosaurs and fix it at the same time.
Get me out of full screen here so I can see whether or not. Oh shit. Is this it?
Oh, wait. Here. Look. Is this the problem?
What, that we're muted?
Yeah.
Yeah, might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that gonna fix it?
It ought to. Yeah.
All right.
Unmuting things usually
Well,
helps.
There might be other. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, look at these dinosaurs in the office. All right, let's go back. All right, we're sorry, people.
It is
Sometimes when
8:43
you're
and Legoland
live,
is celebrating a
weird stuff
big
happens.
birthday and opening up some new attractions.
Oh, Heather Lake live in Carlsbad this morning with a dynamite party. We got our own party going. Yeah. Oh,
Nice.
Go
One of
Dino.
these dinosaur
go Dino,
suits. You could wear it
go
at an
Dino.
open house, I think.
Go
bet you it's
dinos,
really hot.
go dinos. I know, so this is so much fun, you guys. We've got even the littlest dinos here giving us their biggest roars. Let's hear it.
Oh.
I thought this was happening opening on
Oh my
Sunday,
gosh, you
so I'm
guys
not
are
sure
too
why
cute.
they're wearing
Okay,
the dino
so why
suits
are
now.
we in these
I
dino
think they're just
costumes?
getting ready
That's
for
because
it.
Dino
Getting hyped.
Valley is about to
Yeah,
open in spring.
Getting
Big
pumped for the
announcement
dino
tomorrow.
party.
Lisa, help me
Look
out
at those
here. What are we
dinosaurs. They're
doing? Why are
chilling.
all these dinos
Yeah.
dancing?
Oh yeah, so we're getting ready to set the record for our dino costume party. So we're asking everybody,
She's
all of our
talking into the
dinosaurs to join
dinosaur's
us
mouth
on
because
Sunday, March 3rd from 7
she
to 9
needs to do a better
p.m.
job of acting
as
like
we
she's
get
talking to
all
an
of the
actual
dinosaurs
dinosaur.
together.
Like put your head by T-Rex's mouth and talk into it. You probably want a little bit of a buffer.
And then you can hashtag them. They've got all the information.
those
I'm putting it on
dinosaurs.
fox5sandiego.com. Click on the scene on
They're
tab. How many
dancing.
dinos are we expecting in the park
Okay,
on Sunday
Sunday,
morning?
7 to 9. Oh, that's
We are
early.
expecting
Oh.
over
Why is it so early?
2,000 dinosaurs
Well,
this
you
Sunday
got
morning.
little
Can you
kids,
believe
you're
it?
up
We
anyway,
sold
so you
out
might as
our
well go
event
to
within a
Legoland.
day when we put it up on the website. So
All right,
you
do
can
you think
join
we've
the
seen
wait
enough?
list, but we encourage
I
all
think
of our
so.
guests to
Okay,
watch
Get
us
to
on
dinosaur
Lego, get to
Instagram Live.
Legoland
Yeah.
at 7
Hashtag
o'clock
Dino
on
Valley.
Sunday morning if you want to do some dino dancing.
I don't know, folks. Okay, so for those of us who don't want to be at Legoland at 7 o'clock in the morning, here is the Cherry Blossom Festival in Balboa Park at the Japanese Friendship Garden.
Oh, that's lovely.
Now, I've never been to the Cherry Blossom Festival, but the past few years, Alex and I have gone to see the cherry blossoms, and it's always amazing. I would skip the festival because I hear it's super crowded, long lines, and right now the blooms are only 7% open.
Oh, wow.
So I'll probably go like maybe 2 weeks from now or so.
Yeah.
So if you like crowds and long lines to get into a cherry blossom festival, then definitely go down there this weekend. If you want to see cherry blossoms with less of a crowd, maybe wait a week or two.
Yeah, pretty much anything, any event that's advertised at Balboa Park is just going to be slammed. I mean, that's just kind of how it is.
Well, it's good for the folks that want to go down there. And something else, another festival,
Some people dig that.
the West Coast Taco and Beer Festival.
Nice.
Now, there seem to be several taco and beer festivals that happen in San Diego. This one is on Broadway Pier. I've heard mixed reviews from the folks on Reddit, which is where I go to get like honest opinions and news and stuff. A lot of these, it seems like they run out of stuff. There's long lines. They run out of tacos and water and beer, which, you don't want them to run out of those things at a taco
Yeah.
fest.
It's tough. I mean, you really have to. I mean, these things are set up for really young people. I think. Because
yeah.
People who like to be in large crowds and the bright sun while they drink.
So this says you get unlimited taco tastings and unlimited beer and beverage tastings from dozens of restaurants and taquerias, plus DJs and free mini golf. So, okay, there's some tacos. Oh, it looks like they're sold out of the first two. Oh, you can only get grand tasting tier, which is $59. Now, I don't like it when they tack on these fees. Just tell us the price.
Yeah,
Look
right.
at this, $59 plus a $15.28 fee. Just make it the
what's that
ticket
for?
price.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, are they trying to, trick people? Or I don't know. I don't like this fee thing, and I try to avoid places that do it.
Everything is saddled with extra fees now, and you go to pick up an online order somewhere and you're swiping your card and they want a tip for handing you a bag. I mean,
And you're expected to tip the same as you would tip like somewhere where somebody's actually, serving you, where you're, seated and using the facilities to dine and stuff.
even more. Sometimes those little tip things are popping up suggested, 20% tip, and it's like, I don't want to be a jerk and not tip, but
I'm picking up my own food at the counter. Why am
Right.
I paying 20%? But
and
all right.
people will say, the restaurant workers, et cetera, and I get that, but damn.
All right. Well,
I forgot. Yeah, okay. I forgot to talk more about. Well, we can come back to it.
we'll think of it.
We'll come back to it.
Okay. So another thing you can do this weekend is go down to Chuck E. Cheese, where they have a new membership system.
Oh
and
my
only some of
gosh.
them. Yeah.
Are you like you found like the most painful events to
really-
attend? let's go to Legoland. No, I want to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
If 7 o'clock Legoland wasn't
Oh.
enough for you, you can get a membership to Chuck E. Cheese.
You can go
This is a new
after
thing.
Legoland.
Yeah. So there's different membership tiers, but there are many benefits. The kids can play a bunch of games every month. You get discounts and other surprise stuff. So, okay. So for $7.99 a month, you can get this stuff. And then they've got a silver membership, $11.99 a month. $29.99 a month. So if you give Chuck E. Cheese $29.99 a month, you can be a gold member.
And that's got to be per kid, right?
I think it's per family.
Oh.
Because they give each kid gets like some kind of a bonus.
family,
Yeah,
okay.
some kind of a card. I guess they split the points among the cards. I don't know how you do that. I can see fights breaking out because somebody used up all the Chuck E. Cheese points. But
Up to once a week you can visit. You get 300 points. Who knows how many game credits that actually is. You know, one game of Pac-Man might be 150 points. I don't know.
I'm still recovering from Johnny's 3-year-old Chuck E. Cheese party.
And that was 14
That was
years
14 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, all he wanted was to go to Chuck E. Cheese for his birthday.
Do we have a picture of that?
Oh, gosh, we probably could find one, but
Oh man, he looked so crestfallen. He was just sitting there, and Chuck E. Cheese was dancing next to him, and he started crying.
well,
he wasn't digging
yeah,
Chuck
he
E. Cheese.
really wanted the Chuck E. Cheese party, and then the whole time he was just like glum and dour.
Well, Chuck E. Cheese doesn't look like that. Chuck E. Cheese looks like
It's like a teenager in a moth-eaten old
dirty rat suit.
So we have a picture of Johnny, little Johnny, sitting at the head of the table, wearing a birthday crown,
Yep.
and Chuck E. Cheese is singing to him or whatever Chuck E. Cheese does, and John is just sitting there like. And I was 8 months pregnant, so I
That's
was like,
true,
I
you
was
were.
kind of
Yeah,
over
yeah,
the whole
that's,
thing.
That's
but
true. You were pregnant.
yeah. Anyway, Chuck E. Cheese days. We don't have to do that anymore. I know I've said this before, and it's probably not that nice, but I definitely prefer having teenagers to having little kids.
Yeah, I mean, it's on the one. Yes, it is. It's better for us anyway, and it's a little bit bittersweet because they get they now that John is like this close to being 18, it's like
Yeah.
geez, I wish he wouldn't turn 18 and grow all the way up. But also, I don't want to have to put his shoes on for him. I don't want to have to change,
The tantrums.
Yeah,
and-
so it's
So to all the people who told me when I was having a challenging time with the little kids that, treasure these times because you'll miss them when they're gone. No, I don't miss them. I would rather have teenagers. I might miss the teenagers when they're gone, but not the little kids.
and that's authentic.
Yeah. I was sorry.
She's telling it like it
True,
is.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about something else other than, I guess that's okay, right? I don't
Yeah,
have
what's up?
right.
What the hell?
Okay.
You're fine.
All right. So I know what you're going to say about this, and I'm going to agree with you. But
This again.
Yeah, the
Okay.
auction
Every
thing.
year we come with this.
Yeah, so over 400 properties are up for sale in San Diego County's online auction. So the first paragraph here, people waiting for a good time to buy a new home in San Diego County could find some deals this month. So they've got 400 properties
Yes.
up for auction.
Yes.
So people are like, ooh, auction, I can get a deal on a home. So what's the catch? Tell
Well,
us.
the catch is that a vast majority of these are timeshares with defaulted taxes that you can pick up for a steal. And I think there's somewhere on the order of 30 residential properties.
And those are going to go for market value, or maybe even over if people get into a bidding war.
Well, probably what's going to happen with most of the residential properties is the owner will catch up the taxes before this happens, or somebody's going to swoop in, flipper is going to swoop in and pay them cash on the barrel
Yeah.
for their property and catch the taxes
So
up.
just regular folks who are looking for a deal on a home probably aren't going to benefit from this. It's going to be
No.
people who want to get a cheap timeshare,
Yep.
or flippers with cash, people who will end up buying for market value, and then homeowners who are on this list and are going to pay up before their property.
Well,
goes
you'd be a
up for sale.
fool to let your property go to tax auction now, because it's almost certainly, I mean, maybe there's one or two of these that are somehow worth less than what's owed, but
Well, you saw, we were just talking about,
Yeah.
property values at an all-time high. So
the thing about, I mean, you see these sorts of stories, you see commercials on TV for, let me show you how to make $1 billion in real estate without using any of your own money. I mean, it's all just sort of, I mean, this is just done so people click on it. Fox 5 just wants people reading.
and that's kind of their job, is to
Yeah,
get people to read.
click.
I mean, yeah.
But the bottom line is, even when we were in a huge foreclosure market, bank foreclosed properties that are on the market for sale generally go for whatever market value is at the time. Some people do pick up properties on the courthouse steps, and they can get a deal, but they're buying them sight unseen most of the time. They're paying cash all of the time, and they're bidding against other people, so they get bid up. So it's, people always used to come to me during the foreclosure times and say, I want to buy a foreclosure because I'm going to get a good deal. And the answer to that is, well, you can buy a foreclosure, but you're going to be buying a foreclosure after it's actually, foreclosed. It's on the market like any other property. So lots of people are looking at it, and there's multiple offers, because even in the buyer's markets of yesteryear, multiple offers were the order of the day on good properties. And, it winds up getting bid up to whatever market price is. It's like lobster. Goes for market
price.
Market price. I mean.
All right.
And then when you're in escrow with a bank, oh my God, yikes.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could have a whole night where we talk about 2007, 2000. What were the years, like the short sale years?
07 through 13.
And I remember we always had 6 escrows or whatever going at the time, but most of them were short sales, and you were just on the phone with banks all day long.
Yeah. No, we had, 6 or 7 listings all the time, but it took 19 months to sell them.
I remember there was one guy with Citibank. You had an escrow and the loan officer was this guy at Citibank. And I don't remember his name, but he was he was a thorn in our side for. I probably shouldn't be. Citibank still exists.
You
right?
mean a short sale guy that I was negotiating with on the?
Yeah, but there were many, but there was one in particular. JoJo.
Oh, that was Myrna's lender.
Oh, okay. I guess I shouldn't be saying this, but this was almost 20 years ago. So these people are probably.
They're not. They can't possibly in the business. Well, maybe they are, but. It was JoJo and his partner Shabazz.
I remember every day there was a new story with these folks.
And Myrna had a special pet name for Shabazz that I won't repeat. Myrna's no longer with us. She was a real feisty lady.
Oh my God.
She called him Shitbaz. So funny.
I don't think we're supposed to say that.
Oh,
but,
come on.
Okay.
We can say
it was a long time ago.
This is back in 06, 07.
Yeah, okay.
And she purchased she was never happy with anything. I mean, I think she liked us okay, but the day she closed escrow, I handed her keys and she said, "That's great. When can we put it on the market?" She was ready to sell it. Anyway.
I'm not sure what we were talking about auctions.
Auctions,
okay.
yeah.
Well, let's talk about something else now. Let's talk about some weird and antiquated laws that are still on the books in San Diego County.
Oh, no. Okay.
I don't know that we need to watch a whole video, but there's a bunch of stuff that you're not supposed to do or have according to the municipal codes. So lottery tickets. You're not supposed to have lottery tickets in San Diego.
Oh.
According to section, what is this little symbol here?
Section.
Section 56.09 in San Diego's Municipal Code, 1952.
No person shall have in his possession. Okay, so
how about
women,
their possession?
Yeah, women are okay apparently. Women and non-binary.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Women and non-binary people are
We're
fine.
cool. We can have all the lotto tickets we want.
Yeah. No person shall have in his possession any lottery ticket to have, keep, or store upon any premises in his possession or under his control any lottery ticket. Okay.
That's a lot of words to say that you're not supposed to have lotto tickets.
Right. But females, non-binary people.
We're cool.
Yeah, you can have all the lottery tickets you want.
Pinball machines. No pinball machines. This is
Wow.
code 56.20. And there's a bunch of words here too.
Any table, cabinet, or mechanism equipped for the playing of any game whereby any marble, ball, pellet, or other moving object is propelled. That's very specific. Somebody really took their time crafting that. Can you imagine the city attorney at the time? That's funny. Okay.
Well, continue.
Oh.
Finish.
Oh.
Propelled, released, rolled,
Over-
or shot along. Those are
Over-
all different things.
Yes, over or above a surface set with pins, pegs, or other obstructions or irregularities which deflect or impede the course of the moving object or which may
doesn't
divert.
need-
Oh my God. Yeah.
There don't need to be that many words. Propelled, released, rolled, or shot along. They could go with maybe just 2 of those, or just propelled. I mean,
somebody was really trying to prevent any form of pinball.
Yeah.
Wow.
well, I didn't propel it. I just rolled it.
Exactly.
All right. Loud noises in public, disorderly conduct, and picketing. And again, here's a bunch of words. And,
I don't have to read that, do I?
No, you don't have to read that.
Okay.
But anyway, it is illegal to make any disturbance or use any loud, noisy, boisterous, vulgar, or indecent language on any of the streets, alleys, sidewalks, square, park, or in any store or other public place in San Diego.
Wow. This is why the Summer of Love didn't happen in San Diego.
We don't put up with that.
No way.
You're not going to say bad words in our stores.
You're not going to sit on the sidewalk and play music, or we're going to crack some skulls.
All right. Well, that was it. They go along with the dangers of antiquated laws, and it sounds like CBS 8 contacted the city, and they have a statement from the city attorney with a bunch of other laws, which is equally as wordy as the pinball machine one, basically saying,
Well, if you ask an attorney a question or to clarify something, you can be sure that they're going to use a lot of words to do it, and they're going to be sort of, circular and.
We have a lot of friends who are attorneys too.
Yeah.
We don't dislike attorneys.
No, it's just when you're the city attorney, it's very. People are litigious, so they're always trying to cover their bases and hedge their bets. And maybe when our buddy Brian Mainshine gets elected to be city attorney in November, he'll take care of these antiquated
He's going
laws.
to clean up these antiquated laws, and I hope that's the first thing too. Let's get this old stuff out of the way so we can focus on some new things.
Bring us some fresh laws this year.
None of these laws from 1952.
No.
All right.
Interesting. That was interesting.
Oh,
I
thank you.
found that interesting.
Oh, good.
Did you
I'm glad
folks?
liked it.
Nobody's.
Yeah.
I mean,
People will watch later.
yeah, they're watching later.
Art, Jamie, Mike,
Anyone?
Don, where are you guys? They're probably out having fun tonight.
Probably.
They're probably all at a party together talking about us and how boring we are. Oh, look, they have new microphones. So
Yeah.
All right, okay. National Geographic just put out a list of 9 experiences you can't leave San Diego without trying.
Okay.
And some of them are fairly obvious, like, yeah, okay. But some of these things, I was a little surprised that they ended up on a top 9 list of San Diego. And not that they shouldn't be, but just that I wouldn't have thought of it.
Okay.
Giant fan palms in Balboa Park. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I hadn't
sure.
thought of that, but yes,
Go look
check
at
it out.
those.
Yeah. Relive history in Old Town. Yeah, you can go check out Old Town.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're a local or a tourist or whatever,
Yeah.
go check out Old Town. And it's a little touristy, but it's cool. Go check it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, be inspired by Chicano culture. Here we're talking about Chicano Park.
We should go check that out.
Chicano Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's do it.
I've never been there. I've driven.
Oh, well-
I've driven by it.
That's true. I've driven by it a lot of times. I don't know that I've ever stopped and just kind of
Yeah.
chilled there. So
We should
yeah,
make a
we
video
should we
there.
should do that. Yes. National Historic Landmark.
Yep.
Okay, hike scenic trails at Torrey Pines. I'm all over
Absolutely,
that.
yeah.
That's my favorite spot. Well, there's one particular place in Torrey Pines that's my favorite place, and if you're a regular, person who hangs out with us, or you know me very well, you know exactly where that spot is. I'm not going to go on a rant about it right now because I've done that recently, but Torrey Pines, yes.
Yes. Visit a titan of modern architecture. Where is this?
This is the Salk Institute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
been
Oh,
there,
we
but a long time
Well,
ago.
you were applying for a job there.
So when we first moved to San Diego, I think I had like 4 job interviews because I had just graduated with a degree in biology and I was applying for biotech jobs, and I interviewed for 4 jobs, and I got offered 3 of the jobs. The only one I did not get offered was the job at the Salk Institute.
Well, I don't think it's that you didn't get offered the job. I think it's that the professor that interviewed you somehow really didn't have funding to pay you.
Yeah, it turned out it was like some weird academic thing. I don't know what happened there, but anyway, I went there for an interview, and I didn't end up working there, but
It was cool to go there and see it.
it was cool to go there and
and
see
I would
it,
definitely
yes.
recommend going there.
Yeah. Okay. So thank
it's
you,
very-
National Geographic, for
Yes.
reminding us.
Get crafty.
At woman-owned Ceramic Heights in El Cerrito. So this is interesting. National Geographic, top 9 San Diego places you must see. One of them is a ceramic store in El Cerrito. All right.
Okay. Explore world-class design.
This is sort of a general one.
Yeah.
In 2024, San Diego celebrates its being named a world-class design capital. Okay, so I guess look at the... There's some sort of an event. I don't know. You can look into it for yourself if you're into design. Kayak the Sea Caves in La Jolla and La Jolla Cove and
Our buddy Big Mac likes to do that.
Yeah, he's well. I think Big Mac has a scar on his forehead from a mishap, kayak purchasing mishap.
Yeah, that happened in the kayak store though, not at the caves.
No, not at the caves. I don't know how it went to the caves.
He didn't even have the kayak out of the store.
Yeah.
when it injured
Hopefully
him.
the kayak went. Hopefully things went better for him after he got out of the store.
I think it did.
Okay, taste the city's multicultural heritage. Culinary heritage. Yes. So check out the food scene, and they're suggesting some places you could go.
Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of, there's a diversity of food available in San Diego.
Yeah.
And it's not at these fancy schmancy restaurants. It's in the neighborhoods at these various hole-in-the-wall places.
All right, well, National Geographic, top 9.
Thank you, National Geographic.
Okay, so now we are going to go to Big Bear, which is not in San Diego, but lots of folks from San Diego, like to go there. So there are these bald eagles, and they have a camera on them.
Oh.
The bald eagles' names are Shadow and Jackie, and they're a pair, and they are nesting in this location in this tree here.
This is live?
Yeah, this is live right now.
Wow, look at that, Eagle Cam.
Yeah.
This is interesting because when I was a kid, there were like no bald eagles or very few bald eagles. They seem to have bounced back some.
Yeah. Well, these ones are looking good. They've got a webcam. They're nesting on some eggs. People seem really into them too. There's like a whole culture of people who are watching Shadow and Jackie and waiting for their eggs to hatch.
Eagles are a magnificent bird. With
Is that that is our national bird? Yeah.
I believe so.
Bald eagle.
I believe so.
All right. Well, it looks like they're taking a nap now.
Yeah, they're just chilling.
Maybe look during the daytime because that is more interesting. You can see the lake behind them and stuff.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah. Check out the Eagle Nest Cam. Bald Eagle Live Nest Cam. All right.
All right, well, let's go to Wisconsin, where a Wisconsin man holds the Guinness World Record for eating 34,128 Big Macs.
Oh, this is Don Gorski. I've read about.
Okay.
He's in well, I first became aware of this guy when that movie Super Size Me
Well,
came
let's
out.
watch his video.
He eats a Big Mac every single day.
Well, not just one, but like, he said he used to eat up to 7 a day, and now he's down to like 2.
I don't know how he does it.
So let's see this.
I love hamburger like no other food. I have eaten 32,340 Big Macs in my lifetime. I'm closing in on 50 years next year of eating them every day. This is a McDonald's Big Mac. It's the best sandwich in the world. When I like something, I stick with it all the time. My habit right now is just to eat 2 a day, and that would be like 14 a week. The obsession with Big Macs began because, for one thing, my love of hamburger. May 17, 1972 is the day I got my first car. I drove to McDonald's. I ordered my first 3 Big Macs, went out in the car and ate them. And I said right there that I'm gonna probably eat these the rest of my life. And I threw the cartons in the back seat and started counting them from day one. This is 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13, and so on. How I keep track of how many Big Macs I've eaten is, for one thing, I save the cartons. Another thing is I save all the receipts, and I also keep a running count on a calendar. I've kept a running count on the calendar since May 17, 1972, right up through today, so I can tell you which Big Macs I ate on which day. This is a McDonald's Big Mac. It's the best sandwich in the world. As you see here, you've got your sesame seed bun on the top, first patty, pickles, you have some lettuce, special sauce, and you got your middle bun, second patty, slice of cheese, more lettuce and special sauce, and then the bottom of the bun. And that is your best sandwich in the world.
He obviously knows more about Big Mac than anyone in the world, so he
delicious.
should be able to,
Don
Hopefully they've
Gorski did
hired
not
him.
tell me about his Big Mac obsession when we first met. I'm not sure it was an obsession quite then. He ate Big Macs every day. As a matter of fact, sometimes I would bring him a Big Mac, but I didn't realize it would go on forever.
I ate my first Big Mac on May 17, 1972. I started out eating pretty much 9 a day for quite a while. I'm not a type of person that tries new stuff, and when I like something, I stick with it all the time. It's like, for me, it's Big Macs every day. It's Coca-Cola every day. The stuff that I like is what I do every day, and it's just part of the way I am. People that say that Big Macs are unhealthy, I think it depends on the person. I think for most people, if they're unhealthy, it's because they maybe eat too much. For somebody like me, if I eat 2 Big Macs, and that's pretty much all I eat all day, but I like the fries, sure, but you know, that's one of the things where I feel like I could keep from eating and not gain too much weight, you know, so, but the Big Macs I gotta have. So that's my main diet.
So Don comes into the restaurant quite often. Since 1972, he used to come in once a day and order 2 Big Macs. Since he's been retired, I think he figured out he was spending more on gas than he was on sandwiches. So now he picks up 6 at a time and 8 at a time on Mondays and Thursdays. So we get to see him twice a week.
I guess so. It looks like
Okay, I probably will be eating Big Macs every day for the rest of my life. The only exception is that Mary once told me that when it comes to where she's got to put a Big Mac in a blender, that she says it's over for me. But
I wonder how his
I
wife
eat Big
feels.
Macs every day, and then when I do go, my boys can write down which Big Mac was the last one I ate, and then they can tell people, oh, this many Big Macs will kill you.
As far as Don's health, the doctor has said it's pretty good, actually. His blood sugar has been normal. His cholesterol has been exceptionally good.
I've stayed in pretty good shape because, for one thing, I'm kind of hyperactive. I do a lot of walking. I like to joke with people. I tell them I walk around the block usually, but they don't know that it's 6 miles around our block. We have my granddaughter Serena seeing her first Big Mac ever, and this is my granddaughter Anna seeing her first Big Mac ever. A lot of people that have gotten in touch with me, and they've given me their McDonald's collections, and you know, just given me stuff that meant something to them that was McDonald's related, and they wanted me to have it. And so it doesn't matter how trivial a thing McDonald's wise that people give me, I'm gonna save it for the rest of my life. Big Macs will always be my favorite food, and it's just like, you know, sometimes people will say, well, what happens if they quit making them? And they aren't gonna quit making them. I'm sure this place will probably just stay open for me just to keep making them. But I gotta thank my wife for being patient with me all these years, because she doesn't let it bother her, you know? And it's been great being married to her and putting up with all this stuff.
Call him part of the Mick family. If you know a little bit about Don, he's more of a humble servant with a great appetite for a great sandwich.
Nice.
Wow.
Wow, that's a really inspiring story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what it inspires me to do, but
I almost wanted to go eat a Big Mac, but then I didn't want to.
well, I'll tell you, the Big Mac to me, it tastes great, but I can't eat. If I eat 1 Big Mac, I will be like not feeling good for a couple days. It's not. I mean, McDonald's. I can't eat it.
Well, he was talking about he thought the Big Mac was the world's best sandwich.
Yes.
And I got to tell you, I think today I
Ooh.
might have had the world's worst sandwich.
You might have, yes. Oh,
Do you
my
want to talk
goodness.
about that?
All right. So we were picking Alexandra up at school today, and we decided to go have lunch afterwards. And we were in the Linda Vista area, and over the summer when I was driving John back and forth to Mesa College for his summer school classes, I ate a couple times at K Sandwiches there in Linda Vista, which locals seem to like. And I thought it was really good, so I suggested, we all go to K Sandwiches for lunch. And I ordered a turkey sandwich on a baguette, and David doesn't eat meat, so I suggested that she get the vegetable banh mi sandwich, because a banh mi sandwich has pickled, even not a regular banh mi sandwich usually has some kind of meat and pickled vegetables. You know, it's got some cilantro, then you got pickled carrots, pickled onions, pickled cucumbers, sometimes some pickled jicama sticks in there. It's a mix of pickled vegetables. So I said, that's for you on a nice, soft baguette roll, which are usually fresh at K Sandwich as well. Today, oh my gosh, her vegetable banh mi sandwich was a disaster. I don't know what the heck was in that thing. It tasted like cardboard.
Well, I didn't know any better because, that was the only vegetable sando they had, and I didn't really like it, but I figured that's just what it was, and it just wasn't for me. But then you tried
I
my
tried it,
sando,
and I was like, what the hell is this? This is not it was like there was the cilantro, and there was a big, thick stalk of cilantro with 2 or 3 big leaves, and that was it.
And there was like a bunch of jicama and carrot sticks, and then that was
There wasn't even that much carrot. It was mostly
jicama.
And then there was something else in there that I didn't know what the hell it was.
I think it might have been cardboard.
It might have been. And then the bread was like real dry and not
good.
fresh. And my sandwich had, it was turkey. I ordered a turkey and cheese sandwich, and it had, first of all, no condiment whatsoever. It was like no mayonnaise.
There wasn't any sauce or anything. I put some mayonnaise on it, but that doesn't seem to help.
Banh mi sandwiches usually don't have much condiment on them because the pickle, it's a very sweet and sour sort of flavor with the pickled vegetables, which were not present in your sandwich today. And mine didn't have any mayo or mustard. And then there were tomatoes in there, and a couple of the tomato slices had the stem end on. I mean, it was not good. And I wanted to complain, but then the place was really crowded, and it seemed like the employees wouldn't have cared anyway. I did walk up and ask for some extra mayo, and they sort of threw a couple of mayo packets at me. So anyway, they didn't get a positive Google review today, and I don't like leaving bad reviews. Usually if I don't like a place, I'll just leave it alone. But in this case, I felt since they had been so good before that it warranted a negative review for whatever today's performance was, because it wasn't good. And if you go to K Sandwiches in Linda Vista, watch out, because
Don't get the veggie sando.
Or if you do and it's not good, tell them right away, because they should not be allowed to get away with that.
I didn't know any better. I just figured that's what that was.
Well,
and,
by the
I just
time I
wouldn't
got
get
over
it
and
again.
tasted your sandwich, I was like, what the hell is this? It's definitely not. A banh mi sandwich is a very specific kind of sandwich, and I figured you'd enjoy the pickled vegetables.
Well, let's talk about pickled vegetables for a minute. Because
Okay.
there are many different kinds of vegetables
How
you can
long has
pickle.
the show been going on?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, all right.
You can pickle a pepper or an onion, a carrot. What else?
Mushrooms.
Yeah. You can pickle a cucumber, and that's called a pickle. So out of all of these different kinds of vegetables that you can pickle, why is only the cucumber officially named a pickle? Why does cucumber get to be the official pickle?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's all I had to say.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
That's like George McFly from Back to the Future. Anyway, sorry.
All right.
All right, yeah, I think we're probably getting towards the end of our usefulness here.
All right. Well, thank you for stopping by. Happy Friday.
Is this thing on?
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Did we talk about our nomination last week?
We did, yes.
Oh, okay,
well, we
all
can talk about it a little bit again. We were nominated by
SDAR.
for the best video of the year.
Real estate
yes.
video.
Well, best. I think San Diego Association of Realtors only looks at real estate videos.
True.
But anyway, we were very honored, and we will be at the dinner next weekend, and we'll find out if we won. Doesn't matter because, we'd love to win, but it was an
Absolutely.
honor just to be nominated.
But I want to win.
Okay, well, we'll find out next weekend. Anyway, thank you for joining us. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
See you, folks. Enjoy yourself.